Hello. First Lego League 2016 Animal Allies. So I thought, what a better thing to do than build an animal. I saw this elephant on the internet and I was absolutely delighted to see such a build. And so you can download the instructions from the internet. There's no copyright or anything like that. The build instructions are there. It takes about 4 or 6 hours to build. If you're familiar with the Lego kit, longer if you're not. This elephant is built with 3 motors, one to move the elephant forward and backward if you so program it, one to move the head up and down, and one to move the trunk up and down. There is a light sensor on the neck, let's say, with this little red piece, and with that red piece over there reaches the light sensor. The light sensor will stop this motor from making the head go further up, otherwise you end up with a jam. Likewise with the trunk, you'll see just here is a touch sensor, right, and when the elephant's trunk goes up, this little black piece over here will trip the touch sensor, which will stop the trunk from carrying on moving up, otherwise you end up with a jam as well. So you can move his head up and down, move his trunk up and down, and if you download the soundtrack, again, copyright, you can do this. There are websites that sell you tracks, and so I downloaded an elephant roar, which doesn't sound like much of an elephant roar when it comes from the Mindstorm brick. There are 3 motors, one for head, one for trunk, one for making him move forwards and backwards. We are hosts for a small regional competition, 10 teams, and I thought, well, let's build this to present the Champions Trophy. So here we go. I've built a carousel, basically. I have 1 motor in there. I was constrained with 1 motor. And all it does really is spin the cup around, back and forth. Some people waiting for a ride on there, pretty brave of them, of course. It's not Alton Towers, but there you go. The programming is pretty simple. The elephant will trip this mechanism down here, which will drop the ball down here. And I used to have a gyro sensor on there, but that timing wise didn't work out so well. This EV3 unit is in a wait mode, as you can see. It's waiting for a text message to come from elephant. So elephant will trip this little mechanism. Elephant will move backwards, and once moved out the way, we'll send a text message to the tower. The tower will do its little piece of spinning around, and when the tower has finished its piece, we'll send another message back to the elephant, which will move forward and do another head up roar again, and then we will present the trophy. So programming is pretty simple. I haven't done anything complicated. It took me maybe half an hour to program it. As I said, pretty simple. Raise the head until, wait until the light sensor sees the red piece of this Lego here. Stop the motor. It raises the trunk at the same time, by the way, and then does a roar once the head has raised itself, and then walks backwards and returns back to neutral. So let's see how this goes, and I'll see if I can do some commentary as it does. So let's see. We trip the ball, there we go, head up, and we move backwards. So just to get it out the way of the carousel before we return the head, we've just sent a text message to the carousel. There's our brave people going on a little bit of a ride. Some decorations there. So nothing really complicated here. Just make the motor go forwards and backwards for as many revolutions as you wish. I don't have any sensors or trips or anything on this, so it's just a number of revolutions. We go back a little bit. So you can imagine a bit of music in the background, people cheering, yay, good for the champions. Oh, we've just sent a text message back to the elephant. And we roar and return to neutral. And we will then present the trophy. So let us know what you think. Thank you.